With schools closed for over 2 months, children have a lot of time in their hands, and if not used wisely, they can engage in harmful activities like usage of drugs and even crime. In order to avert that, they need to be kept busy by being indulged in activities that grow their skills and talents. That's why Nairobi-based football academy by the name Lxlg have organized a football tournament dubbed Kings Cup.
Basically, Lxlg Sports deals with organizing tournaments and creating a platform where young, talented and good players can come and showcase their talents. And the Lxlg Academy is also a platform where we can mentor, nurture and train young footballers to be professionals. Basically, Nairobi Kings Cup initially came from Lxlg Sports, where we train young footballers, some in high school, some in college. We needed to create a platform where some of the best players within the academy can get an opportunity to be scouted, both locally and internationally. So Nairobi Kings Cup is a tournament we do at the end of the year, so that some of the best players within our academy and within Nairobi can come and play in front of scouts, so that you never know, one might stand a chance to get an offer to a big team.
The tournament kicks off this weekend at the Nairobi Showground and will be seeking to create a platform for the young talented footballers to showcase their skills in front of Kenyan coaches across the country and international scouts from Europe.
I've managed to meet some of the local coaches, and some of them are personally my friends. Like some of them mentored me when I was growing up from an academy level to playing a professional in the National League. So I know quite a number of them. I talked to them about Nairobi Kings Cup and the vision that I had to create that opportunity for the young players that we have, and they agreed to be part of it. And I think it's a good avenue, an outlet for the good young players in high schools and within our academy, so that they can actually end up playing a professional football. And I know it's every young player's dream to be professional and to play in a professional league or team.
So in this tournament, we have 2 scouts who are coming in and a few major players as well. We have a scout from Serbia. He's called Miloš. We have worked with him. He's an agent for one of our players whom he scouted here, and he currently plays in Serbia. And then we have agents as well from Future Lions Academy, that's in UK. We've had a number of our boys, 2 of them, Victor, who have been in trials with them. They were not successful, but we continue to work together with them, and now we have a chance of them coming in, watch our boys, how they've been progressing, and get a chance to give other boys.
The scouts that are coming are basically looking for young players who are ready, who are matured in terms of their growth in the game. Not only dribbling skills that most players think about. It's a lot of maturity in the game.
For us coaches, the plan is always to get better players, and for this tournament, we're very fortunate to have scouts from outside. So we hope they can be of interest to some of our players, who we think might make our country proud wherever they go and play.
With recent cases of fraud scouts duping African players being on the rise, the director is leaving nothing to chance and assured us that scouts coming in for the tournament are legit and certified.
We are trying to create an organization that can actually promote professionalism in terms of developing a player, mentoring and training them to understand what really happens in professional football. To admit, there are a lot of frauds in football. Some of them come as agents, but in real sense they have different agendas. But at the same time, they are real agents that are actually looking for ready talents, so that they can actually create an opportunity for them to play outside and both locally.
The organizers are, however, very strict on the age categories and will not tolerate age cheating.
Verification is where players come with documents to prove to us that they are worthy to play the certain age categories that we've set. Say, for example, we have an under 15, under 18 and under 21 age categories. Simply a player who says they want to play under 15 has to be 14 13 and 12 years old. A player who is 18 years has to be 17, 16 and 15. A player who is 21 years old has to be 20, 18 and 17. So we're trying to curb that age cheating thing where players, in the previous tournaments we've done, a player comes with a certificate, birth certificate that's proving that he can play under 15, but in real sense they're 18 years old. So we're trying to fight that so that we can prepare these players so that they can grow. Because if a player keeps playing under 15 when he's 17, 16 years and 20 and 18 years, they don't grow on a personal level. They get used to playing with the younger players instead of playing with older players so that they can grow. They tend to play with the younger players. So we're trying to curb that so that we can have a legit tournament where we don't end up a player hurting the other simply because he's a little bit older than the other.
As mentioned earlier, Lxlg is an academy, and we sought to find out what exactly the academy seeks to instill into young footballers that will make them better professionals.
The academy itself, it's called Lxlg. Basically, it stands for League of Extraordinary Gentlemen. What we are trying to establish here is most times footballers, after their football career is done, they don't know what to do. Most of them end up being confused because maybe they put more focus on school other than their talent, or maybe the other way around, they put more focus on their talent and forget about school. So here what we are trying to do is creating a balance that you can have at your prime age. You can have that opportunity to play football professionally, but at the same time we are also encouraging them to put more focus in their schoolwork and other talents that they may be able to have.
Our coaches are former footballers, and I'm still playing football myself, so we work on personal details that the players need. So we might do extra trainings. Also, we help them with their schoolwork and basically things that they need in life. So for us, it's not just an academy, it's something that we help in making them better in their lives, education-wise and all the other parts of their daily lives.
The academy has been successful in developing players, and several of their players have been scouted by Red Star Belgrade of Serbia.
I'm Kevin Gitao, 16 years old. I play for Zvezda in Serbia. I play as an attacking midfielder or sometimes a wing or a fullback. I would say it's nikupoa sana. People ni friendly. Coach, they're very nice. Ball there is very simple. No rushing. 1-2 football.
Well, at first there was that phobia of people thinking that I'll experience racism over there, but surprisingly they're actually really friendly people. And in terms of the football, it's really they're really technical because of they start training at a young age, so they grow up really developing themselves. So the game is really technical and they're really big. So you have to be faster than them. You have to be more skillful than them. Especially me, since like I'm a right wing and I'm sort of small, I had to be more quicker than them. And the training is really tough. But you just have to keep pushing through it. And as you go along, you keep growing and adapting to their style of play. Yeah.
With everything set in terms of preparations, the tournament organizers are quite optimistic that their academy players will stand out and hopefully get scouted.
From my team, you should expect a very talented side which will play aggressively, and we hope that we can win the tournament because we always play to win.